John. An emotional meeting, I'm sure, and quite understandably, the family choosing not to say anything afterwards.
They just left a few minutes ago. They look very sombre, actually, after their meeting. They arrived for a meeting which began at 5 o'clock and it finished just before 6 o'clock, lasted about 55 minutes or so, just under the hour. Now, those here from the family were Mark Nowak, that's Henry's father, who made that emotional speech outside Southampton Crown Court on Monday after the verdict. Henry's mother, that's Lucy Ross, and his stepmother, Katie Nowak. Now, issues they wanted to raise with the Prime Minister, one of them that Mr. Nowak talked about on Monday was the ability of people, Sikhs in particular, to carry knives, ceremonial or knives for religious observance, a phrase the Home Secretary used in the Commons this week. Now, Mr. Nowak was very angry about the fact that the killer was able to carry this knife and then use it as a weapon. So that was one of the ones on the issues that he mentioned. And of course, the whole controversial issue of guidance to police officers in treating allegations of racism when there's accusations of an assault. That was an issue that was discussed as well. The Prime Minister has talked all this week about learning the lessons and perhaps learning from what led to this dreadful killing and dreadful mistake by police officers who, when Henry said, "I can't breathe, I've been stabbed," and the officers, "I don't think you have, mate." Clearly, what went wrong? Big lessons to be learnt there, and the Prime Minister obviously was very sympathetic and has promised to learn the lessons and perhaps bring in changes. One of the things that was raised with the Home Secretary during the week in the House of Commons was the whole issue of exemptions under knife laws on carrying knives for people who claim they're carrying them for religious observance, as the Home Secretary called it. It's one thing to carry a knife for religious observance, another thing to use it as a weapon. So these are issues the government will now discuss. Obviously, the police watchdog investigation continues. The Home Secretary said that would report within 3 months. There will be those who say that's probably taking too long. We know that the Chief Constable of Hampshire and the Isle of Wight, in a Sky News interview last night, issued an apology to the family and also revealed that 3 of the officers are still serving. One has resigned from the force. Late last night, the police watchdog appealed for an end to speculation following newspaper reports about the guidance being given to police and the suggestion that police were told to treat people of an ethnic minority, perhaps not in quite the same way as white people. So lots of issues now for the Prime Minister and the Home Secretary to go away and consider, and it may well be that we get some proposals perhaps shortly in the next week or two, but probably more likely after the inquiry by the police watchdog. But the meeting is now over. The family have now left. They've met Kemi Badenoch. This evening, Nigel Farage has said he hopes to meet them, but of course he has been attacked by senior politicians of all the other political parties, and he's been accused of hijacking the issue and attacked very strong terms by the PM for using the phrase pure cold rage as a response to this killing.
John in Downing Street, thank you.